Good morning, Houston. Good morning, Houston. Good morning, Houston. Good morning, America. It's gonna be another short one today, y'all. I can't. Whew, I still got stuff to do. I gotta get done. I gotta get this stuff done. So everyone's talking about Epstein, Epstein, Epstein. Um, I could have swore we talked about this already, right? Um, if you're not on the list, why wouldn't you give up the list? Um, if he committed suicide, why is the video doctored? I'm not understanding, okay? And it seems like MAGA's not understanding too. Welcome, friends. Welcome. Welcome. Come in the room, MAGA. I've been wanting you to be here. I've been wanting you to be here with us. Listening, knowing the common sense that we have, okay? Welcome back. Welcome back. So first off, the list was supposed to be the monsters, okay? These are supposed to be the boogie people of the world. Epstein didn't do client lists just for Americans, okay? This was monsters of the world that was supposed to be traveling to the Epstein Island. Now, why a billionaire would have an island, I still yet do not know. I am in favor of you should make a lot of money. I can't disagree with that, right? I believe that you should make a lot of money. But what I also believe in, you should pay a lot of taxes. That way, if you're hiring people to keep your billions, not to go buy an island or the biggest yacht the world has ever seen, you shouldn't be that rich, because that makes no sense, okay? Because now you think you're above the law. Epstein, Trump, Elon, when you make too much money, you become above the law and you believe that you're untouchable. P. Diddy, you see what I'm saying? Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call it. Baby Cake Love, or whatever the hell his name is today. When you make too much money, you become above the law. Your society should not want that. Everybody should be deemed touchable. You are touchable. Like the Houston Rockets, Jalen Green. You thought you were untouchable. No, you are tradable. You see what I'm saying? I should be able to reach you at any point in time that I want to. Because at the end of the day, the government should be the biggest entity that we have, okay? I don't care if you like that analogy or not, but it should be, okay? Now, there's ways to dilute the power to make sure that they don't overstep it, but they should be the biggest entity because they are the keepers of the people. You see, Trump is not. Welcome, MAGA. I'm glad that you're listening to this today. He is not the keeper of the people. In fact, what you're letting this monster do with all his convictions, because he's a convicted felon. I want MAGA to remember this. He's a convicted felon for raping people. I don't know how you want to sugarcoat that. I don't know why rape is not being used anymore. Well, no, if you rape somebody, you rape them. Don't water down the term that you yourself created. I didn't create these terms. You created these terms. This is the English language, people. You created these terms. Now you don't want to use them because now you're bad. No, you created them. You shouldn't have made a bad word. So rape. He's raped women in the past. He's checked on women in the dressing room. And now all of a sudden, you're mad at him because he doesn't want to be released on the list that he knows he's on because everyone knows that he's traveled to the island multiple times. I'm not saying that he did anything on the island. Just because you went there doesn't mean that you partaked in the tea or the coffee. But did you know what was going on the island when you visited umpteen times? Did you have a clue about what was going on the island when you visited? All great questions. What's her name? Pam Bondi? Pam Bondi should be fired. Sorry. We can fire thousands of people that's actually doing a job. Why can't you fire Pam Bondi who ain't doing nothing? How dare you get on national TV and say you have a list, and then all of a sudden it ain't no list on my desk. So did the list ever exist, or are you trying to cover it up? Either way, fired. Because what the Attorney General is not going to lie to us is, because the Attorney General works for the people. It doesn't work for the White House. I don't know why everybody get that misconstrued. The attorney is not the not the president's attorney. It's the people's attorney, to make sure the president is not overstepping, making sure the legislators are not overstepping, to make sure that the judicial is not overstepping. So at the highest law enforcement of the United States, you're going to tell me that we're not going to prosecute everybody on that list? Well, it doesn't make great sense to me. The sense has not been made. So, Charlie Kirk, I wish you shut the hell up. And I'm not going to say that I went to an elite school and so bougie and so privileged. I'm not going to say it all tied up like that. You need to shut the hell up. And I hope your listeners leave you every day that everyone talks about Epstein. I hope you lose thousands of viewers every day. And I'm not doing that to be ugly. I don't want nobody to know that. I don't want no one to think that. I don't want anyone to think I'm doing that because I'm being evil. No. I want Fox News to lose thousands of viewerships every day. And the reason for that is that people who want to talk to people, as I do, I like talking to you guys. I like interacting with you guys. But what I won't do is that I won't lie to you guys just because my political favor swings because I like somebody. Okay? I told you, Joe Biden's too old to run. I agree to that. But can I not in the same term know that when he struck policies out, they were gold? When it came to Obama, did I like the secret airstrikes that he was doing on drones? No, I didn't. But at the end of the day, I understood. Because Congress did not move quick enough. He was able to do that. Because he took advantage of the slow United States government. I ain't got no problem with that. When Bush went to war, I didn't appreciate it. I thought it was uncalled for and unnecessary. I knew that they hit 2 buildings. I don't even want to argue with you this morning about that. And if that upsets you, I want you to shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Let me tell you one thing. Violence does not commence violence. Because I have a black eye does not mean that you get a black eye. That's not how that works. And putting other people's lives in danger makes you uneducated and very stupid. If you believe society is built on wars, you are ignorant. Now, is it some discussions that needed to be had? Was it some strikes that needed to be done? Yes. Was it a full-fledged war that America needed? Hell no. And you couldn't afford it. I've been wanting a dining room table for the last year. I've yet to get that dining room table because I don't want to put it on credit. So I have been saving my money to get this dining room table. So if you go to war, how about you have a savings account for the money? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So if you're looking for the Epstein files, they're just not going to happen. Because now he done brought in Obama. He done brought in Biden, saying that the Democrats are covering this up. And in fact, that Jeffrey Epstein had been tried under Biden and all this. Look here. You come up with a lot of excuses. But MAGA, what I really want you to stand up for, and this is my last message for I'll let you go, because like I said, I got other stuff to do today, is that if you're not going to protect the children, who will you protect? You didn't protect the mentally ill. You didn't protect the elderly. You haven't protected children when it comes to eating. Now you're not going to protect them for being preyed upon. Don't call yourself pro-life no more. Don't call yourself pro-life no more. Call yourself bullshitters or liars, or what would hurt you the most is unchristian. You're unchristian. You're unchristian enough to understand that Trump is nasty, Epstein is nasty, and you still voted for the nasty one. Okay? You voted for the nasty one. Because at this rate, you might as well have just thrown in Jeffrey Epstein and called it. Just being honest with you. So, while we're not sitting here with healthcare, SNAP benefits, Medicaid, Medicare, universal healthcare, or free education for children, free daycare, all the other great stuff that all the other countries are appreciating and utilizing through their methods of taxations, we will be throwing our money away to I don't know what we're throwing. Oh, by the way, defense budget out of whack again. 7 straight audits, can't pass not one of them. No one knows where the money goes, and we give them the biggest budget the world has ever seen to do God knows what whenever the fuck they doing it. Y'all have a good one.